to discuss. When it come to news, ain't no better than us. When it come to news, ain't no one you can trust. We got a lot to touch, so it's time to crush. We got a lot to discuss. When it come to news, ain't no better than us. When it come to news, ain't no one you can trust. We got a lot to touch, so it's time to crush. So it's time to crush.
Opinion based upon this. After that 4-game initial thing that they were reluctant in doing, but they thought they set them up in sending those 4 games over, and it kind of flipped on them. But you don't remember they all got raises? Phil became like CEO of Microsoft Gaming, and Sarah became CEO or president of Xbox, and Matt became like the content CEO or whatever. You don't remember? It looked like hush money to me. It looked like, all right, you did what we asked. Here's some bread. It looked like that to me. So I always had a side eye to it. Remember, I'm going to tell you to follow the money. I'm going to follow the money, dude. The money is always going to lead you to wherever the answers are. So the year Satya gives Phil $80 billion, remember, every year Microsoft has to invest $80 billion. That's the same time that Xbox outsold Windows. So Satya is sold on the idea of whatever Phil told him to get ABK. All that stuff happens in a way that ABK falls in his lap and it comes in for a song. It comes in at the exact price that you got to get rid of this bread every year. They got to invest the money regardless. That's how the business works. They have $80 billion every year to invest. Remember when Satya was yanked off of any of that Microsoft stuff and put face first in front of AI? Remember that? Like you not worrying about nothing else. You get over there. Because you've been talking this open AI stuff for a minute. You've been doing this Anthropic. You done got us to do these quantum chips. You done spent our money. You better make our money back. So who's the first dude you go looking for when you are tasked to get back money that you spent? The guy that owes you money. Oh, I got to put pressure on this dude. Because, remember that $80 billion I gave you? And you went and got ABK. Remember that $80 billion that I put in your hand? Follow the goddamn money, man. Remember that $80 billion that I put in your hand, man? Yeah, I'm going to need that. You know when you leaning heavy on somebody? When you leaning on them to get back what you gave them? Stuff get dicey. Stuff get dicey. When you cutting corners on different things and you're looking at stuff and see, because you're in charge of the finances coming down and you leaning on Hood, sending the Hood over there. Man, it's 30%, man. But when I signed up with you, it was 10 cents on the dollar. Now we looking at 30 cents on the dollar now, man. It's not the conversation that we had, son. The conversation that, the price of the brick gone up. See, AI isn't not giving you back the money that you're investing in it. It's not. When you promise shareholders a return on investment based upon your projections of you listening to Sam Altman, and you're forced to realize that Sam Altman was a snake oil salesman that will work with NVIDIA, anybody that's throwing the bag his way. See, I don't work with everybody. There's certain people in this industry that I won't work with based upon I understand that money moves them. And if money moves you, then your loyalty is based nowhere. There's a couple of people that come to mind. I wouldn't do anything with them under any circumstances, and they've begged. You would never see them on my platform. You would never see them. You would never see them in my circumference. It's irritant to me. If you're moved by money, then there's no use for me with you because I'm not moved by money. My relationships with individuals is based upon relationship ties. Loyalty is based upon the equalness of the relationship. See, if you want to check the pedigree of someone, then check the pedigree of the individual you trust. If you trust me, and if I'm naming Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer first of his name, and I'm giving him that level of cachet, understand, I'm thinking highly of that individual. So if you think highly of me, your trust is well vested in that individual. So this dude is leaning on him to get back this bread based upon his failures that he made in the AI arena. We see Bitcoin falling based upon information that was just given out. We see AI being stagnant because I thought the quantum chip was supposed to mix with the AI, was supposed to take us to the next level. If you haven't been looking at Microsoft stocks, I told you follow the money. If you haven't been looking at Microsoft stocks, it's been falling. In one day, they lost $400 billion. Well, damn it. Or was it 46 billion? I don't have the billion, but I understand it was a 4 and something. You know what? Okay, Google. What's the highest dollar loss Microsoft has just recently lost in a stock drop?
In January 2026, Microsoft suffered its largest single-day dollar loss in company history, erasing $357 billion in market value. Recent major losses. Single-day record. On January 29, 2026, shares plummeted 10% following a Q2 earnings report that spooked investors with high AI spending and heavy exposure to OpenAI. Intraday peak. At its lowest point during that trading session, the company's value had evaporated by approximately $430 billion. 2026 year-to-date. As of mid-February 2026, Microsoft has lost roughly $613 billion in total market capitalization for the year, a 17% decline from its peak. This drop was driven by concerns over $37.5 billion in quarterly capital expenditures and a slight slowdown in Azure cloud growth. Would you like me to compare this to the recent losses seen by Nvidia or Apple?
Do you think I'm capping? Do you think I'm capping? Do you think I'm capping?
I always say everything got a price. Like, my thought is everything has a price. There is not a number that can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million.
Nah, because now you selling your soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character. Dang, man, you ain't got no dignity. You ain't got no morals. Like, come on, man.
I always say everything got a price.